Hello, thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder. Do you see how I had to say every word with intent? I am a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I have been working exclusively with individuals with Parkinson's and Parkinson plus disorders since 1999, and I am here to help you establish and maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. That is a mouthful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's topic is pumpkins. Pumpkins. Everybody say pumpkins with intent. Ready? Pumpkins. When you're speaking, we're learning how to project our voices forward. So speak out. Say it again. Pumpkins. One more time. Pumpkins. And with Parkinson's, we need to practice smiling with intent. So let's all give a nice smile just for a second or two. Ready? Okay, go ahead and take a sip of water. Also, while you're doing that, I had a question come in and it says, is it okay during the exercises to drink herbal tea instead of water? Yes, that would be perfectly fine to drink herbal tea instead of water. You want to stick, I would assume if it's herbal tea, it's decaffeinated. Caffeine dries out your throat, so it's not the best to drink coffee while you're doing these. I sip on warm water. Any water will do. Warm water just feels better to me, and herbal tea would feel real good too. All right. Let's start with the first speak out exercise, all right? And we've been talking about flipping the switch. Your intentional motor system is like a light switch. It's available to you all the time, but you have to flip the switch for everything that you say. And when you stop talking and you're going to start back up and say something else, you will have to flip the switch again. So every time you say something, every exercise you do, you're going to flip the intentional system, the switch on. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. We want high energy, and the more you exaggerate, the better. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again, flip that switch on. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. When we do the warm-up, we try to connect the sounds as best we can. I like to say we do them in cursive. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Now you notice I took a breath in there. Just because I say to connect them doesn't mean that I'm doing them all in one breath. I don't want you to even think about the breath. Think about projecting your voice forward. You can't do that unless you take the breath. So you will take the breath you need if you just focus on projecting your voice forward. One more time. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Let's take a sip of water. Focusing on your breathing is old speech therapy. Do not do it. Speak out and you will take the breath you need. When we try to think about our breathing, our volume, our articulation, the expression, projecting the voice forward, it's too much. Okay, it won't work. It won't work. Just speak out and you will take the breath you need. You'll sit up straighter. Your speech will be so much better. All right, moving on to speak out exercise number 2, the Oz. Deliberately open your mouth. All right, we're flipping that intentional motor switch. Ready? On. Good. We want the sound to be consistent for however long you hold it. Ready? Good. Let's do it again. Good. Let's do a shorter one. Ready? And one more. Ready? Good. We're done with the Oz. Take your sip of water or your herbal tea. I'm so excited about today. I think I told y'all tonight I am going on a date with my son. We are going to the Meyerson Symphony Center. We're going to see the Dallas Symphony Orchestra perform the music of John Williams tonight, and we're having dinner at the Symphony Center beforehand. So I'm really looking forward to spending some time with him and enjoying the music. Something to look forward to. All right, next speak out exercise, the glides. Project out a steady ah first, then start gliding. Ready? Good. When you get to the top and you stop, remember, you've got to flip that switch again and turn your voice on. Ready? Flip the switch. Good. All right, again. Good. Make sure as you're going down, your mouth is still open. I find that as I'm gliding down, I purposefully have to open my mouth a little bit more to actually keep it open. So as you're gliding down, mouth is open and the sound is going in front of you. Let's start high and then glide down. Ready? One more time, start high. Good. Take your sip of water. We're moving on to the counting. We're going to count to 16, okay? I want you to lift. Sometimes it's hard for people new to speak out therapy to know what I mean. It's 1, 2. It's more expressive. It's more exaggerated. We're not doing 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. We're going to do it one more time. I'm going to pause a little bit longer after each row. We'll be more deliberate in our stopping. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. Flip the switch. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort are you putting forth when you do these exercises? I think I'm at a 13. I'm working hard. Okay, before we go on to the reading, two things. Number one, I want to tell all of you who have already made your holiday challenge donation, thank you. Thank you with intent. Donations are starting to come in online, on our website, in the mail. Some of you are donating stock or making a donation through your IRA charitable rollover. Thank you so much. I will ask Sandy to go ahead and post a link to our donate page, and that is the same page, whether you're making a donation online or let's say you're going to make a stock donation, that's where you will find the account information that you need. So thank you for doing that. I also had a question come in, so let me answer that. It says, I have noticed in the past few months that I have been repeatedly biting the inside of my lower lip when chewing. Is this normal, or could it be related to Parkinson's? Now this part is really interesting. I've also noted that when I chew with intent, it happens less often. So yes, biting your lip could be part of Parkinson's, and let me explain. The speech disorder related to Parkinson's is called a motor speech disorder. Say it with me. Motor speech disorder. It's how all the muscles move, the motor movements for the act of talking and for the act of chewing and swallowing, how those all work together. They're disrupted. So the speech and swallowing disorder, or really we don't call a swallowing disorder a motor speech, but it's the same idea. The speech disorder for Parkinson's is called a motor speech disorder. It's how everything coordinates. So when you talk, for example, you take a deep breath, you contract the muscles, the air goes up, it goes through it hits the vocal folds start vibrating, okay, and they're stretching and moving depending on your expression, okay? Then the air comes up and you move your lips and your tongue. These are all motor movements, how you talk, okay? Parkinson's is a motor problem. It's a movement disorder. The speech disorder is a motor speech disorder. And so yes, if you are chewing your food and the mouth, the way it's moving is not disjointed, I don't want to say that. It's not smooth. The motor movements are not smooth, then yes, it is very easy to bite your tongue, bite your lip. And you can talk to your dentist. I bite my lip a lot. I hate to say that. I got some medicine from my dentist to put on it, and I put it on at night, and it really helps because I can end up with these called aphthous sores from biting my lip. But the medicine from the dentist is great, so talk to your dentist about that. And when you chew with intent, you are making the motor movements work the way they should. Just like when you speak with intent, you are making the motor movements work the way they should. That was a long explanation. I hope that made sense. All right, let's move on to the reading. Pumpkins, that's our topic today. I love pumpkins. Let's go ahead and read these with intent. Ready? October is associated with pumpkins. Exaggerate the highlighted words. Say it again. October is associated with pumpkins. All right, next. They can be used for decorating. Again, they can be used for decorating. Next. Pumpkin is a popular flavor for coffee in the fall. I don't know about that. I would not drink pumpkin coffee. How about you? Do you like pumpkin coffee? Let's read the next one. Pumpkin is used in pies, breads, and cookies. Again, with more intent. Pumpkin is used in pies, breads, and cookies. I love pumpkin scones. Take a sip of water with intent. All right, here is a photograph. I would like you to describe this photograph. Pretend that I cannot see it. How would you describe it to me? Flip that switch and really think about every word you're saying. Go ahead. It's hard, isn't it? It's much easier to do the exercises, but harder to speak with intent in conversation because you're organizing your thoughts and speaking out. Describe this picture with intent. Really think about it. You can do it. Let's do Dr. Boone's words. We'll be very deliberate when we do these. Ready? Gula ganga ga. Again. Gula ganga ga. And the next one. Kukamangu ka. Kukamangu ka. Every syllable with intent. Ready? Gangla. Speak out. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Very good. We're moving on to the bonus reading. Take a sip of water. Here's the bell. I think the bonus reading is very interesting. Does anybody know what the name of this particular pumpkin is called? You can put it in the chat and say it with intent. Let's read about it. Ready? Cinderella pumpkins are a large, flat member of the squash family with a sweet, edible flesh. They were introduced to the United States in the 19th century, where they later came to be called Cinderella pumpkins. Their shape resembles that of the pumpkin depicted in the 1950 Disney film. Let's read it one more time, more intent. Ready? Cinderella pumpkins are a large, flat member of the squash family. Start with the squash family. The squash family with a sweet, edible flesh. They were introduced to the United States in the 19th century, where they later came to be called Cinderella pumpkins. Their shape resembles that of the pumpkin depicted in the 1950 Disney film. Did you learn something new today? Cinderella pumpkins. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you are learning how to speak and swallow with intent and chew with intent, my hope is that you will start to apply intent and that light switch to everything that you are doing, and that you learn how to live with intent. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.